Now to kick off the DSCI Application Challenge 2021 launch, I invite Anand Krishnan, Manager of Policy at DSCI. Welcome, Anand.
Good afternoon, everyone, and a warm welcome to the DSCI Best Practices Meet. It's a very important sort of opportunity we have here with the DSCI Privacy Application Challenge. It is essentially a challenge which is to spark innovation and creation of new privacy technologies in the privacy ecosystem. I would like to invite Ms. Rama Vedashree, CEO, Data Security Council of India, to give her opening remarks.
Thank you, Anand. A warm welcome and a good afternoon once again to all of you all. For quite some time, particularly last 2 years, we've been running this theme called Think Privacy, Think Technology. And as we scan the new emerging startups, also new technology products, both in the domains of digital and cybersecurity and privacy, last couple of years we've seen a spurt in security and privacy innovation and an increasing number of privacy technology startups. Even in the COEs that we are incubating, we are beginning to see new privacy technology startups come up. So this privacy challenge, application challenge, is an idea to give relevant use cases so that young entrepreneurs, startups, any teams from any technology industry, and most importantly, the young talent from academia, colleges, come and participate in this challenge so that they can pick up a use case of their choice, submit an idea and develop a product through an MVP and at least close to a prototype stage. And we are extremely pleased to have the support and partnership of the Media Network team to be able to launch this challenge. We've done a privacy use case challenge before. This entire initiative is also linked to the use case clearinghouse program of DSCI, where we are continuously trying to discover use cases in privacy and also in security so that relevant use cases can be disseminated after validation of their market feasibility and with subject matter experts. And we keep doing these application challenges. This one particularly is extremely important because I think one thing that is coming up is as more and more kids go online, how can we keep them safe online? So one of the use cases of this, which actually is extremely important for India, where more and more young kids are going online for education, for entertainment, for skills development, for so many things. So one of the use cases is age-appropriate design. There are many other use cases you will be familiar. You'll get to know once the application challenge is launched. Particularly the age-appropriate design one is very good. We'll be doing an extremely large outreach so that more students can apply for this challenge and more young startups and teams can apply for this. And I would urge everyone who's participating in the best practices meet to spread the word, encourage more teams to participate in this. I think as we gear up in, getting attention to privacy as more and more people are getting digital and virtual and online, I think building the right technology products and solutions for privacy is extremely important. This challenge is primarily meant for that. And we also I would personally like to thank all the industry professionals who also contributed to developing some of these use cases, which are actually being leveraged to be able to be the backbone of this challenge. So I urge everyone to participate and spread the word on this. And thanking the Media Network team, ONI team, for collaborating with us on this. Over to you, Anand.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Rama. I would like to now invite Subhashish Bhadra, Principal at Media Network India, for his opening remarks.
Hi, Anand, and thank you for the DSCI team for having me at this event. I will keep my remarks relatively short. As an impact-oriented investment firm, we believe that privacy tech is at an inflection point. that the conversation that we've had on data protection and privacy, a lot of legal and regulatory changes have taken place and are taking place. But now is the time when we are seeing that technologists can come in and make that regulatory push a reality for businesses, and also ensuring that businesses are able to meet those compliances at low cost. We think there are two cases to be made for privacy tech. Firstly, there is a commercial case. That regulations are just increasing the cost of data breaches, and sometimes regulation, for example, privacy tech, for example, if helps businesses detect data breaches faster, reduce the regulatory burdens and risks that they open themselves up into. So I think that is a big case for why we need this kind of technology. I believe consumers in particular are also now gravitating towards products and businesses that have better privacy, and we see it in academic settings and research, as well as in what we see in our daily lives. And finally, investors are really backing privacy tech in a big way, that we are seeing unicorns emerge in India, in Israel, in the US, UK, everywhere. And I think this is an idea whose time has come. I also believe that as an impact investor, what we really care about is this making a difference in the ordinary Indian's life? And I think privacy tech is one of those things, that with the right kind of technology, we can reduce the chances that Indians suffer from digital financial frauds, which is becoming a major issue. A very large percentage of Indians suffer from it. And the second is that this helps individuals feel more trust and more empowerment when they are online. So for all these reasons, I think it is quite timely that DSCI has taken this initiative to bring more ideas, to bring more innovators from across businesses, academia, and everywhere else to focus on this challenge, because we feel with the right kind of support ecosystem of the kind that DSCI is providing, this is something that can truly be the next wave of innovation that India can ride on. So I thank DSCI for taking on this effort, and I also wish them good luck, and I wish good luck to all the participants who will participate in this challenge.
Vishesh, we are very grateful to have ONI as a partner for the DSCI Privacy Challenge. Now, I think it's time to officially launch the DSCI Application Challenge. We would like to play a short video sort of unveiling the application challenge to all of you. So with this, we officially launched the DSCI Application Challenge. I'll quickly just share a short presentation, just detailing a little bit about the application challenge and the associated timelines. Can you see my screen? Just checking. So with the application challenge, basically the application challenge, the application challenge is being hosted on the DSCI UCCH portal. This is the link to the website. I'll talk a little bit about the use cases that we are covering as part of the exercise. Rama has already mentioned, so I'll just repeat for the benefit of the audience. These are the 5 use cases that we have seen in emerge. You may notice that few of these are sort of new in the sort of privacy technology conversation, which have really picked up in the post-COVID world with factors such as privacy safe productivity, monitoring becoming a very important factor in terms of privacy protection of employees, while as measuring productivity of the employees. The timelines that we have associated with the challenge are, this is the launch of the first phase of the application challenge, which would be live for 2 months. I would request all of the participants and the candidates who are interested to visit the UCCH portal and submit their idea submissions. And out of these ideas, we will shortlist 10 top ideas. And these 10 top ideas would receive 45,000 per idea. And the top 3 ideas would be adjudged the winners. And the top 10 would move to the prototype development stage. And from that step onwards, the top 3 would be the winners of the application challenge. So please take the challenge, and this is the link to be followed to access the application challenge. Thank you very much. With this, I'd like to call on stage Mr. Srinivas. Srinivas, who heads is the Data Privacy Officer and the Global Data Protection Officer for Infosys. Srinivas.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. Thank you, Anand. Thank you, Rama. Very good to hear this. Congratulations to all of you for the DSCI. Subhashish, for being able to shortlist few of the use cases which needs to be worked upon further by the industry. It's a very good opportunity, I would say. And as a privacy professional, I'm delighted because in day-to-day life in the privacy world, we encounter this challenge that how do you meet these regulations in a manner that we don't falter, and we are able to we are able to extend this on the scale at which the digital world is growing. Today, we cannot run many of these controls with manually. Earlier, we used to be able to manage when the data was less. And as you see that regulations are becoming more stringent, whether it's GDPR or CCPA, we talk of every month there's a regulation. Yesterday we spoke about China. And more of these regulations are becoming prescriptive in terms of what they need. And therefore, the time has come for us to be able to get together and build technologies that help us to achieve this regulatory compliance. While I see that there's a lot of standards that are coming up, but the standards are again will have its own cycle time to evolve. But they can be used as a guidance, but there's no substitute for developing these technologies, and most of these privacy enhancing technologies are the way by which we can give assurance to consumers that the accountability part of data privacy regulation is met. You cannot have only a process view to get accountability. We need these technologies by using Poka-yoke, what we call in Japanese terminology. And here I would request those who participate in these programs to see that when you build these technologies, they have to be embedded into the design and in a manner by which there is no way you can circumvent these controls when real life when you use it. And this is part of privacy by design principles, the 7 principles. In addition, I think some of the controls when you build, I've seen glimpses of it. I think age appropriate control, consent, deletion. All these controls has to be such that they are balanced with conflicting requirements to see that we make it a positive sum game and not focus only on one perspective. So keep that realistic view in mind, that how do you achieve privacy and other conflicting requirements where they are relevant. I would say that this is the way forward. I've seen across the world, I'm in many forums, a lot of work is happening, but a lot needs to be done. Many of the areas that we spoke about, the use cases shortlisted, the whole world is at the nascent stage. Some of them have done their own crude ways to handle these things, but there's a lot of scope to strengthen these. And I look forward to solutions coming out from some of these participants in a way which helps us, the industry, to emulate and maybe even walk the talk, have standards around it, which rest of the world can emulate. And I wish all the participants best of luck to see that they come out with the best. And once again, I'd like to congratulate DSA on this occasion. I'm happy, look forward to this. Thank you, Anand. Thank you, Rama.
Srinivas, with this DSA, I'm really grateful to have somebody like you who is sort of so deeply engaged with the privacy community and committed to the development of new privacy technologies. With this, I would like to thank all of the speakers and thank you very much for all of you for joining, and please do participate in the Privacy Application Challenge. It's a great way to sort of foster innovation in the privacy ecosystem. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone. Before we move on to our track sessions, I would like to briefly pause for a moment to acknowledge our esteemed speakers and delegates, as well as our gracious sponsors, without whom BPM 2021 would not have been possible. Thank you for your enduring support. Also, enjoy clicking photos and share your experience on social media using the official hashtag BPM 2021, and do not forget to tag DSCI. Keep visiting our leaderboards to win and exhibition booths to know more about the latest security solutions and products. Thank you for joining us today. Please visit stage and schedule sections on the platform to attend interactive track sessions. Thank you.